When we were first given a task, I knew what to do with animation, but I was stuck on whether I wanted to use an existing media or my own OCs. I am towards the idea of using warriors, as cats will be a lot easier to stylize and draw, considering the short deadline. I decided on doing a short PMV of alligator teeth on a falcon, centered around a big bad villain on the first arc, Tiger Star. I was excited to experiment with a limited palette and attempt to focus more on simpler forms and creating focal points in colour, something which I tend to neglect in my art, but am improving upon. I first began work on the palette. I played around with golds, browns and reds, as I had first found a song from Melissa's map, and the project's palette is what made me associate the song with having gold. I was able to set on a good colour scheme which was effective and not too complex, but still gave me a lot to work with. For a concept art, I decided to do 3 pieces with 3 different characters that would be focused on the most: Tiger Star, Rimple and Scourge. These are all shots that I was set on, including in the animation. I had to get a clear vision for it in my head, even if I hadn't made a storyboard yet. I didn't refine them much as they were simply concepts to drop my ideas down. I knew I wanted Tiger Star to have an uncanny look with his constant smile and unreadable expression due to the shadow on his face. It was meant to represent how Rimple sees him as a terrifying character. This piece is as well as the next one. I want to include some alligator imagery because of the song itself, so I thought an alligator's tail circling Rimple would be a nice way to present his paranoia, and not being able to escape from Tiger Star's watch. I decided early on that only Tiger Star and Scourge should have bright yellow eyes and teeth. I really wanted to emphasise Tiger Star's position of power as being the most feared cat in the forest, and the striking eyes would portray him quite well as a literal predator. Nobody else has bright yellow eyes, as they don't show his position of power, but Scourge comes along and rivals him, murdering her in cold blood and securing his spot as a feared villain. For the design sheets, I started off with Tiger Star first. I really wanted to make him look like an actual tiger with both shapes and colours, so I did some quick studies of some tigers beforehand to be a bit more confident in drawing him. I think I did well of capturing their bulky bodies, also looking at the tiger markings to base the design's patterns level, making sure they're not too complex so it wouldn't be too bad to draw again, which I have a very bad problem with. But after some playing around I was able to create a pleasing design that wasn't too complicated. I was like whether I should keep his skulls yellow or make them red, so on red as only his teeth and eyes being yellow were a good way to create contrast around the face. For Rimple's design I made him look more like a silhouette, or with both line up to set him apart from some characters, making his first spiky beginning that scruffy look and that some cute freckles on his face to draw attention to it. I really wanted to give Scourge a strong design and make him look almost like a cryptid. It showed up out of nowhere in the books and killed a cat in a single blow. So I made him a full-on silhouette with almost no line art, the main areas of contrast being a single white paw, as well as a collar and face. His eyes have a reflection of teeth in them, setting them apart from the eyes from the animation. I knew that the eyes would only be visible only in the shot before he kills Tiger Star, so people choosing to interpret that as the jaws being an reflection of Tiger Star, Pona and Griffin and Scourge being attacked by Tiger Star used from the title of the book, or something else is up to the viewer. Afterwards, I quickly made a storyboard in my sketchbook to capture my ideas for each shot, each one still being very rough as they were bound to change on the move to actually making the animation. Next, I began work on the PMV itself and made each shot more readable, also adding lyrics and an idea of what the final thing would look like. Each shot was strung up as I didn't want to make the animation perfectly clean. I thought the sketchy look would make it appear more organic and interesting. I struck a lot with shots 11 and 18, with shot 11 is seen after Stanger's death, looking too common in comparison to the shot surrounding it. I decided to set change into when Blackfoot deals a killing blow, Tiger Star looking ominously in the distance. Shot 18 looked too flat to me and I struggled to get the perspective to look right with the original sketch I had, so I scrapped it and played around with the angle, making it look much more dynamic and foreboding. I'd also asked around some groups also for feedback. My friend said shot 14 looked a bit too flat and to try changing it to a 3/4 upwards angle. I did and the result looked a lot better. I continued to finalise each shot, the rougher style I chose being quicker to replicate. I had lots of fun playing around with stylization as well as the background, which I usually don't like doing. Throughout making this, I debated whether I wanted to add some sort of tweening or a boiling effect, either in the lyrics or the characters. But I decided against it as I didn't feel like spending hours in LRC and I thought it would take away from the organic feel I had going. Overall, I'm very happy with the result and I had lots of fun with this. I hope you enjoyed the result as well.